빛을 비추게 돌아 거꾸로만 돌아 입만 사는 인간들의 목소리만 걷돌아 몰아 먹어보라 지글지글 몰아 과열이 된 미디어로 사람들을 몰아 하쿠나 마타타 하쿠나 마타타 둠다다디비다 새 생명엔 푸른 빛이 비추게 둠다다디비다다 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 둠 Let's go! 둠다다디비다다 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 둠 Yeah!
You're listening to Kpopping, getting your K-pop fix with DJ Isak.
Ugly Truth. Now, in this hard world that we have to live in, instead of just a girl's point of view, I think we need a boy's point of view in things, and we have Soo Yoon in the studio. Hi.
Hello, I'm Soo Yoon. Nice to meet you guys.
Hi. So how was Japan?
Japan was great.
Really?
I really enjoyed Japan, I think.
Did you buy anything?
I bought some souvenirs.
Really?
Yeah, I bought some chocolate.
Really?
For you.
Oh, well, I don't see it, so maybe I'll see it later.
Okay.
Anyways, after. So you guys had fun. I know that you were there for the showcase.
Yes,
and you also did some other performances as well. He kept telling me before we got into the show, he's like, I don't know how we have so many fans.
No, I didn't expect anybody to know us in Japan, but a lot of people came for us, and I was pretty much shocked.
Really?
Yeah, but I was really thankful.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I heard that you did a shoot this morning. That's why you're all dressed up.
Oh yeah, for the CF. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm drumming CF.
Wow.
It's not for the drums, but I am drumming.
Wow.
Yeah.
Totally cool. So
Yeah,
are you
really
done
cool.
with it, or?
Yeah, I just finished it. I flew here.
Wow. So you are busy these days. Well, I've been hearing that, I mean, overall, you guys are busy.
Yeah.
James was recently doing a photo shoot for America's Next Top
Yes,
Model.
yeah.
And Moon is now back in, well, he's in New York.
He is in New York. He just left like 2 days ago.
I want to be in his spot. I can live in the city. So when the members heard that, you know, Moon was going to be doing that, were you guys jealous?
I heard James was telling me that he was really jealous because he really wants to go to New York, and I want to go to New York too, but it's like a survival thing.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing he's gonna have a hard time there.
Okay.
So I'm more of okay than jealous right now.
Okay, so you're glad that you don't have to go through that.
Yeah, I want to eat like good food every day.
And I have to like survive in the city.
I don't want to like try to survive every day. No, that's hard.
Okay. Well, we are going to have Soo Yoon for our Ugly Truth for the next few weeks. And I heard, so I was looking online, and I know that you love updating us with some interesting stuff. But you said that you think you've got really cool eyebrows.
Oh, I actually just said that because I didn't know what to say.
Okay.
But, actually, my mom read that article too.
Okay.
And she was like, you know, your eyebrows aren't like that great.
Thanks, Mom.
And she was like, why didn't you say something else? And I was like, what should I say next time? And she was like, oh, say, like, your dimples are cute. I was like, okay. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, dimples next.
Okay. So next I'm gonna say my dimples are 매력.
Okay.
If you guys agree.
Well, no, I do agree. I do agree.
You.
I like it when you laugh. So, I like it when you smile big.
All right.
We were actually looking for more pictures of you. So, I think you should start posting more pictures online, not like weird ones. Cause he keeps posting like SNSPs, like really awkward pictures, online. But, you know, we were trying to find a really good, charismatic picture of you online. And
but they're only goofy ones.
Yeah, there's only goofy ones. So I think the next time you do a photo shoot, take some more serious videos.
All right.
Take some more serious ones.
Okay.
All right, so he's going to be in the studio with us, and he's going to help us a little bit more, because we've been having a girl's perspective up until now. And it's good that I think we have a boy's perspective, because, I mean, you have lived in Korea and you have lived in the States.
Yes.
So I think that you'll be able to give us a Korean side and also a very Western side of relationships through friends.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's go into our first story.
First story. All right. Should I just read it off? Okay. It's from Shannon from USA. Hello. What would you do if you have a friend who blows you off a lot? One of my friends, I really like her as a friend, but she thinks she's not good enough. I spend time to get close to her, but she's always complaining about how people are not wanting to hang out with her. So I was thinking, am I not good enough for her, or am I not a good friend to her? As I spend more time with her, I think she tends to talk down about herself, and nothing seems to be helping her. So now I'm just not trying anything, and I'm listening to whatever she's complaining about. So what do you think? Would you do the same with me, or try something else to help her to get confidence?
Okay. So, Shannon from the USA, you're going to be our story for today, where we have Team A and Team B. So Team A would be try to find another way to help her.
Solution.
Yeah. Or number 2, or B, that is, let her try to overcome by herself. So not helping her out, just leaving her be. So leave her be. Now, I can understand that Shannon is coming from this, because girls tend to be very emotional.
Yeah.
And they do tend to talk a lot about this with their girlfriends. But I want to ask about a guy's perspective.
Well, for me, I try to be harsh on myself.
Okay.
Just to make myself try harder, and you know. But sometimes if I do that too much, I also feel the same way as her friend.
Okay.
I feel like I'm not good enough, or sometimes I feel like, oh man, like I want to be better. And you know, there are a couple of things that I try to overcome those kind of times.
Okay.
It's like, first of all, I work out,
Whoa, wow.
which is like very obvious. But when you see yourself in the mirror, like physically improving, I think you gain confidence.
Okay.
And also, I try to see good things about other people, and I compliment them.
Okay.
And when they feel good, I actually feel good about myself.
Oh.
And I think that makes me feel gain confidence too.
Okay.
And lastly, well, I found something. Well, I tried to find something that really made me happy just by doing it, which is music for me.
Okay.
But when I found that, like, it didn't matter what other people said to me. Like,
Okay.
oh, you're not good enough, you suck, you know. It didn't matter because it made me happy anyways. And I think that has a lot to do with your self-esteem.
Okay. So in your opinion, what do you think this, because Shannon is a friend's perspective now.
Yeah.
So in your situation, obviously you did it by yourself, but
Yeah.
Did your members say anything about this, or like did your friends say anything to you, like, you know, stop putting yourself down, or stop complaining, you're annoying? Did they do any of that, or did they try to help you, or did they just leave you alone?
Actually, if talking about my members, Moon is kind of like, just leave him alone.
Yeah.
Like, Moon is just carefree, oh, whatever, so you don't get over it, you know? Like, just leave him alone, you know? Moon's really just, you know, down to earth. He's like, whatever. You
Okay.
know? And James is more of an encourager. He's like, he gives me encouragements. He's like, no, like, if I like, oh, dude, I think I suck or something. He's like, no, like, you're good. What are you talking about? Like, James tries to encourage me, but, I think the best thing to do was, for me, when I was like going through depression and like low self-esteem times, just changing the subject from my lack of confidence to something else, like, hey, you want to like hang out and eat something, or you want to go watch a movie? And when I'm like complaining, like, just change the subject. Okay. And I think that helped me to get away from like depressing thoughts.
Okay. Yeah. So constantly keeping you busy.
Yeah, I think Shannon should like try to just say something to move out of that subject. Okay. Yeah.
So you're more for A. So try to find a way to help her. So you feel that Shannon should help her.
Yeah.
I'd have to say that it is something. I'd have to agree with Soo Yoon today, because trying to help her is one of the best ways. I think that anybody going through depression or who's down and under, I think needs somebody that's there for them.
Yeah.
I've been doing the same thing. I think that for me too, whenever I'm depressed or I go through one of my phases, now that I have a dog, and I know that a lot of people don't understand this, but I talk to my dog.
It helps.
It helps though. It helps. That's the thing. It's ironic, but it helps to talk to your dog, even though they don't do anything.
Yeah.
My dog just kind of looks at me.
I think that's the best part of the dogs. Like,
Yeah.
They just look at you. And
Exactly.
They're just like, they're wagging their tails. It just makes me happy.
Exactly. And they're like, give me a treat. It's just like, you have to worry about them instead of worrying about yourself. But I think that whether you have a friend or, you know, a pet or something, having somebody there is always helpful instead of trying to beat it off by yourself.
Yeah.
Because when you're by yourself and you're always negative, you just keep digging deeper.
Yeah.
And deeper and deeper. And then everything that anybody has ever said to you just kind of starts piling up in your head. And it's so loud that nothing positive screams out. So today it's either A or B. And the winning team, we're going to choose one of you guys. And Soo Yoon took a very honest passport type of a picture.
I just had to. I just took one, so I think
Exactly. He just took the Polaroid for you guys, but it's like passport picture Polaroid. He's like shoulders straight, forward, like looking forward. It's like yearbook pictures.
I had to take one for the Japan trip, so it was my practice.
Okay, so he was practicing it, so that's all he has in his mind right now is passports.
Passport pictures.
So he took a passport picture of a Polaroid for you, and for the winning team, we're going to choose one of you guys and send that in. So again, Shannon has a friend that keeps putting herself down, and we need you guys to tell us either A or B. Should Shannon help her out and be a good friend and stay there with her, or B, leave her be and kind of let her figure out what she needs to do with her life and then kind of start contacting
which
again.
is good too.
Which is good too.
A, James, B, Moon.
Perfect way of putting it.
Yes.
Because when Soo Yoon was in the same situation, Moon was just like, leave him be. So, yeah, if you think you agree with James a little bit more and James's personality and always being like, no, it's okay, you can do it, vote for A. If you think that B, if you think Moon's tactic is better, just leave him be.
Actually, both work for me, so I think there's not a better or worse.
Or worse.
Yeah.
Okay, so both worked for Soo Yoon. And Effie was talking about, yes, exactly. He's like, I talk to my dog all the time. It's really good getting
I think there
everything.
should be a C. Get him a dog.
Yeah. See? Talk to your pet. I think there should be a C. But A or B, send in those votes. And also, give some advice. The best advice is going to get a picture of Soo Yoon as he took a very Polaroid of a passport picture. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to take a listen to some more music. And I think that, I mean, everybody has their ugly moments. Everybody doesn't feel comfortable with what they look like.
Yep.
But I think that 21 did it perfectly when they sang this song. Here we go with Ugly, and we'll see you guys after this with our next Ugly Truth.
내 맘에 들지 않아 난 예쁘지 않아 아름답지 않아 노래 들어보지만 아무도 듣지 않아 난 예쁘지 않아 아름답지 않아 왜 이렇게 못난 걸까 어떡하면 나도 너처럼 환하게 원망할지도 몰라 말 시키지 마난 너와 어울리지 못해 그 잘난 눈빛 속 차가운 가식이 날 숨막히게 해 다가오지 마 너의 관심조차 싫어 난 어디론가 떠나고 싶어 소리치고 싶어 이 세상은 거짓말 I think I'm ugly and nobody wants to love me just like her I wanna be pretty I wanna be pretty don't let in my face telling me I'm pretty I think I'm ugly and nobody wants to love me just like her I wanna be pretty I wanna be pretty don't let in my face cause I know I'm ugly on and on I'm on and on on and on I'm on and on 따뜻함이란 없어 곁엔 아무도 없어 on and on I'm always all alone on and on 따뜻함이란 없어 곁엔 그 누구도 날 안아줄 사람 없어 I think I'm ugly and nobody wants to love me just like her I wanna be pretty I wanna be pretty don't let in my face telling me I'm pretty I think I'm ugly and nobody wants to love me just like her I wanna be pretty I wanna be pretty don't let in my face cause I know I'm ugly
Alright, you're listening to K-Pop here on Adidong Radio. I'm your host, Isak. We have Soo Yoon of Real Pirates in the studio for our Ugly Truth.
I am Soo Yoon. I'm here for you guys.
And he's given us some good advice. So we still need you guys to tell us Team A or Team B for Shannon. She's trying to help a friend, but she's not really getting good feedback. So she's asking, should she still keep going at it? Should she still be a friend to her and open up to her? That is Team A. Or she just be like Moon does and be like, leave him be. And just leave her friend be for a while. So tell us what you guys think. Give us some advice for Shannon. And we've got our second story from Malaysia.
It's from Anne Sophie. There's this guy I like who doesn't show any signs of interest on me when we communicate via SNS. But when we meet in person during our group hangouts, he teases me every chance he gets, even if I don't talk to him. For example, I'm busy minding my own business, playing with my phone and being quiet, and he decides to pick on me out of the blue. And he loves to tease me if it's anything related to K-pop because he knows I'm very into K-pop. Oh, I've also caught him sneaking glances at me several times too. And each time our eyes meet, he quickly glances away and pretends like nothing happened. I'm so confused. Please tell me if this means anything at all. For the record, we're both single. He's 2 years younger than me, but from the first day we met, he has been teasing me every time. I felt an instant attraction when we first met each other, but nothing much has been happening other than the constant teasing. It's been 5 months now. 5 months.
Soon!
Yes.
Boy in the studio! Please do tell! Because up until now, it was just me and our female guest, so it was a girl's opinion. But now we need a guy's opinion. So, does he like her?
Well, I am actually wondering how old they are, because what the guy seems to be doing is really tends to happen to like younger guys, you know.
Well, he is 2 years younger than her, so I'm guessing maybe
probably in high school or junior 20s. High or very young 20s, I think.
Very young 20s? Okay.
I think this is something, if he likes her, I think this is something that really a young guy would do.
Okay. So he likes her?
Well, if he likes her, I can see a couple clues why he likes her. Because he knows that Anne is really interested in K-pop.
So he knows her interests?
He knows, but as a guy, like, if I don't really care about a girl. If I don't like a girl, I don't really care about what she likes, you know.
True. True.
So that's one clue, and she's saying that they don't really communicate via SNS, but when they meet in person, they actually talk a lot.
Isn't that better though?
I think that's better and also guys don't really communicate, like, they don't really talk through SNS, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really chat online with other girls. Like, guys are kind of simple-minded. They don't really do that. I think they tend to talk in real life.
Okay.
So I think he's at least interested in her.
Okay.
But I think he's just too shy, and I don't think he has experiences with girls. I don't think he knows how to approach a girl he likes.
So you think that he doesn't know how to approach her. So your advice would be that maybe Anne, if she wants to...
She should initiate something.
Wow, so to make the first move. So Soo Yoon, I want to ask you, personally, whether this has happened to you before or not, what do you think about girls making the first move? Do you think it's awkward? Do you think are you thankful for it? Or
it's really cute actually when they do it the right way, of course. But
what would be the right way though?
Even if it's like kind of awkward, I think it makes it cute because she's obviously a girl, and just the courage that she has. It's really amazing to see a girl initiating first, because it's like, wow, she's brave. She was brave enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anne is my age.
She's your age.
So she just updated us. She's my age, so the guy is going to be around your age.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That
so the
totally
guy's
changed.
your age.
That
changes things.
That
Okay,
changed
so
things.
okay, that changes things. So, up until now,
Okay.
well, I mean, he might have not had a lot of experience in relationships, even though he's a little bit older.
Dang. I don't know, but if he's like 26, I think he would do something like at least try to hold her hand, or at least like ask her out, like, oh, you have some time to
Go out for coffee.
But maybe he's not sure how she would react. I'm not sure about Anne's personality, but she's saying that when their eyes meet, like he just turns away, and she's like, oh, what the heck, you know? But I think he thinks that she has like a wall, so maybe he's just too afraid to approach her.
Okay.
So just I want to tell Anne to kind of open up a gate for him to kind of step in to her life.
Just step in a little bit closer. Okay.
Right, just a little closer.
Oh, that's good. So, guys do feel that there's like a wall between girls.
Oh, guys are really shy, you know?
Well,
you know, guys always tend to approach first, but inside they're always like, oh man, like, is she gonna like it?
Yeah, is she gonna say yes?
Me? Yeah.
Okay.
They're afraid too, so maybe if you guys are nice enough.
What should we do then? What should girls do to kind of open that gateway? Or
just smile and just
no, hold on. Don't just smile. Okay, so let me back up a little bit here. If I was in the same situation, well, obviously Anne is attracted to him, so that's why she's worried about this.
Yeah.
But if that's not the case, if I'm, having some dinner with my girls and a guy from across the room comes up and starts looking at me and smiles, I'll smile back. Doesn't mean that I'm flirting with him though. So just smiling at a guy doesn't really necessarily mean that we are opening a gate for you to come over and say, hey, what you doing?
I know. It's really complicated, but I guess I wish this guy would
do something.
Just do something.
Okay.
If he is interested, or if Anne's interested enough, I think she could just, even as a friend, just like, oh, you wanna grab a lunch together or whatever,
or coffee or whatever.
Yeah, or coffee, or you wanna study together or whatever,
Okay.
Just as a friend, without no 부담.
Okay. So no burden on each other.
Yeah.
Now, you were talking about earlier about a girl approaching first. Now, I doubt this has happened. Well, maybe it has happened to you, but maybe even around you, when you're going to school or something. Has there ever been a girl that confessed that went really bad? Like, have you ever seen a girl confess and the guy be like, what? Excuse me? Can I get back to you on that? Maybe like in high school. I think that this would probably happen a lot in high school.
Yeah.
Like asking girls asking like Sadies and stuff like that.
Oh,
like,
man.
will you go to Sadies with me? Excuse me? What? You? Me? So have you ever seen it go wrong or?
I did.
Okay.
Of course.
What was the reason why the guy said no? Was it because he didn't know that she was interested in him or? Yeah.
I think a lot of times the guys are not, sensitive enough. I think they're kind of like.
Thank you for being honest and actually admitting that guys are not sensitive.
They're sensitive, but compared to ladies, I don't think they're sensitive enough to realize that some people are interested in them, and they're just kind of shocked. And there's like they don't know what to say, and the girl I saw a couple times.
Okay, so we got Anne's listening to us right now.
Oh, really?
Update 2. We only go out in large groups. So, he's a very outdoorsy type of guy. Hiking, running, scuba diving. I'm a very indoorsy type of person. I've tried to initiate things via SNS, but he never really responds. But when we meet in person, he initiates it by teasing.
Initiates what?
Like going out or whatever. So I'm guessing that she's probably said stuff through SNS, like, you want to grab coffee or want to do whatever. He doesn't respond, but then he'll be like, so, you like that coffee shop? That kind of stuff. I'm guessing that he's kind of pulling one of those.
Oh my gosh. He's like, okay.
So what do you think? Does he like her or not?
I think he's definitely interested for sure.
Okay.
Because even if he doesn't respond, it's obvious that he read them.
Okay.
And he has it in his mind, you know? And he says it when they actually meet in person. So he's definitely interested, at least. Like, I'm not sure if he really likes her, but I think he's definitely interested. And I think if you guys spend more time without the groups, just you guys two, I think it'll become more clear.
Okay. Yeah. So, Anne, you might want to do this the next time that big group all meets up together.
Just get away from them.
Yeah, just like ask him for a ride home, or like.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, ask him for a ride home. Be like, I left my car today. Can you drop me off at home today? Or maybe ask for coffee later, or maybe for drinks.
It seemed like you tried them a lot.
Well, I am the type of person that will tell a guy if I like them that I like them.
Oh.
I am not shy about saying that.
Wow, that's great.
The reason is because sometimes guys take too long.
Yeah.
And it's just like, hello, I am sending you signals here.
Yeah.
If you're not going to grab them, then I will make the initial. But I have been turned down a few times too.
How was it for you?
It was very awkward. No, because this is what happened. So one of the times that I got turned down, it was a Korean guy, and I helped him with some work stuff. And guys in general don't send emoticons. They don't send happy faces, smiley faces, or hearts, or stars.
I do.
Yeah, I know you do. But he was older than me, and at the end of each text message, and this is way back when we didn't have smartphones. So this is when we're just, like texting.
Oh, yeah.
I keep getting hearts from him.
Oh, that's kind of different when there's no like. It wasn't smartphone.
Yeah, there's no smartphone. So he kept texting me, and he was just like, "Okay, sleep tight," and then be a heart after, and I'm just like, okay. But then all of the other hints that he was dropping, I was just like, does he like me? So I asked my girlfriends. I was just like, what do you guys think? Does he like me?
Yeah.
Like, well, I think he does.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay. So I made the first move, and I was just like, so yeah, I think I'm interested in you. And he's like, what?
Oh, really?
What brought that on? And I was just like, okay, never mind then. Next. Yeah, that was, yeah. No, actually, I'm glad that he did though, because I don't like any relationship being kind of like in that gray area.
Yeah.
So when people say like, if it's either you're dating, you're friends with benefits, and that is clear on the line that you draw between each other, or you're just friends.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I still do strongly believe that guys and girls can't really be very, 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 very close friends while they're dating somebody. Friends, yes.
Yeah.
But very, very, very close friends is
no.
All right. So, and hopefully that helped. If you still need some more updates, continue to send them in. We'll actually try and help you out throughout the rest of the segment. And we also need you guys to continue to send in your opinions for Shannon. Her friend is going through a hard time right now. She's really negative at the moment. She doesn't know if she should still be the friend and stay there, that is Team A, or Team B, kind of let her be and work out her own demons by herself. The winning team, one of the members or listeners, are going to be getting Soo Yoon's passport-like portfolio picture. What we're going to do is listen to Teen Top with 장난 아니야 rocking, and we'll see you guys after this.
Teen Top, we gon' rock it, drop it, top it, hey, don't stop it, pop it. Teen Top, we gon' rock it, drop it, top it, hey, don't stop it, pop it. Teen Top, we gon' rock it, drop it, top it, hey, don't stop it, pop it. Teen Top, we gon' rock it, drop it, top it, hey, don't stop it, pop it. 장난 아니에요, 장난 아니에요, 장난 아니에요. 우리 분위기 정말 장난 아니에요, 장난 아니에요, 장난 아니에요, 장난 아니에요. 우리 분위기 정말 장난 아니에요. 우리 분위기 정말 장난 아니에요. 우리 분위기 정말 장난 아니에요. 나 정말 괴로워. 오늘 그 애와 헤어졌단 말야. 이번엔 뭔가 느낌이 달라. 그건 너무 잘났어. 한마디도 안 지내. 그 매력에 빠졌어. 난 이렇게 비참해. 싸우는 것도 지쳤어. 취했어 모든 말에. 어차피 다시는 날 거잖아. 장난 아냐. 너와 난 미쳤어. 내일이면 다시 올 거면서 왜 그런데. 장난 아니에요. 장난 아니에요. 장난 아니에요. 우리 분위기 정말 장난 아니에요. 장난 아니에요. 장난 아니에요. 장난 아니에요. 우리 분위기 정말 장난 아니에요. 우리 분위기 정말 장난 아니에요. 우리 분위기 정말 장난 아니에요.
DJ but two, DJ but two, DJ but two, DJ but two. We got not one.
Hands up in the sky, we can do get down. Hands up in the sky, we can do get down. Hands up in the sky, we can do get down. Hands up in the sky, we can do get down. 하루가 멀다고 뭔가 그리 밉다고 못 잡아먹어 서로 안 달라 왜 너는 뭐야 이 꼴이 난 게 누구 탓이야 툭하면 배터리 남이야 그렁거리다가도 돈새 또 보고 싶다면 전화 걸겠지 어디야 장난 아니에요 장난 아니에요 장난 아니에요 우리 분위기 정말 장난 아니에요 장난 아니에요 장난 아니에요 장난 아니에요 우리 분위기 정말 장난 아니에요 we gon' rock it, drop it, top it, hey, don't stop it, pop it. Teen Top, we gon' rock it, drop it, top it, hey, don't stop it, pop it. Teen Top, we gon' rock it, drop it, top it, hey, don't stop it, pop it. Teen Top, we gon' rock it, drop it, top it, hey, don't stop it, pop it. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. 우리 분위기 정말 장난 아니에요.
Okay, so before we go on into our last story, so Anne, okay, so Anne gave us a big long update. He's been single for a while. His last girlfriend dumped him for another guy, and he's attended their wedding. Ooh.
Oh.
So from what I heard from our mutual friends, he's been a little, quote, damaged ever since then. He lives in another state. Ooh. So the only time we meet up is with these mutual friends, because it takes him 8 hours to drive to the city, and he does his outdoorsy activities and hangs out. with the gang at night, and the next day drives all the way back, and so it's kind of hard for him and us. I think our friends have been trying to help us out too, because one time they made me sit in the car with him, because he claimed that he didn't know the directions to the cafe everyone was supposed to meet up at. I was psyched that I could get to be alone with him, but I was uber nervous, so I kind of gave the wrong directions and we got lost. By the time we got to the cafe, he was teasing me about it to our friends. I know he has been secretly stalking me because he knows I like certain K-pop stuff or K-dramas, and he also let out recently that he will never click like on anybody's post because he doesn't want them to know that he's stalking them. Soon, have you ever?
So he's a stalker.
So have you ever FB stalked a friend or an ex or somebody you liked?
Not any exes, but somebody I liked, I guess.
Just to find out who.
Just going on their Facebook page.
Yeah.
Just that, but not like stalking every what kind of song do they like?
It's not like dissecting their portfolio.
It's kind of scary, but I guess it's possible when somebody really likes a person.
Okay.
But I think in this case, as I said, I think he's definitely interested because just how she's saying things went, but I think because he lives far away, I think he can't really approach
her
because he's first afraid, and secondly, he knows it's not gonna turn out very well because they're far away and the situation is just not great, you know?
Yeah, him being outdoorsy and it takes him 8 hours to come to the city. That's already considered.
Hard.
Yeah, that's considered a long distance relationship. Yeah.
And especially for guys, they really care about can I take care of her, you know, and can I be a good boyfriend to her? They think about that before they get into a serious relationship. So I think, he's definitely feeling kind of unstable about it.
Okay.
Even though he's interested.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously, there's a lot of things that he has to think about right now. Like Soo Yoon says, if you are out maybe having a few drinks with friends, but you're walking home, if he can't be there, if something happens to you, and hopefully nothing does, but if that has happened, he can't be there on time, so to speak. So, I mean, obviously that kind of relationship is not going to go very well
I also think he's kind of afraid to like her too much, you know, because once he kind of approaches her, he's gonna fall deeper into her, and he knows it's gonna be hard. So he doesn't want to get heartbroken again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's move on to our last story today. This is also some more like a guy type of a scenario. So this is from Jenny from the UK.
Okay, Jenny. Hello, Isak, and welcome soon. I really need guys' opinion about my ugly truth.
There you go,
and
Soon.
here I am for you, Jenny. So this guy, we're having English class together. One day, my friend asks me how I think about him. So I said he looks smart and quiet and blah blah blah, you know, the typical stuff. Then my friend said he really likes me. He told my friend that he wanted to know how I feel about him. Oh, I never thought about him as a man before, but after I heard that, I asked about him around, and now I am getting into him. So I was going to tell him that I like him too. But a week ago, that guy made a confession to my friend. Now they're going out. I don't know what happened to me. How come this guy changed his mind so quickly? I can't think of two different scenarios for this story. First one. So the guy actually liked Jenny. He was interested in Jenny, and so he approached her friend. And I think as they were talking about the same topic, which is Jenny, I think Jenny's friend kind of became off guard.
Okay.
Because she knew that he liked Jenny.
Okay.
And just by hanging out with her,
he grew feelings.
Yeah, I think he might have grew feelings.
Okay.
This is if I see this guy as a good guy.
So if he's a decent guy.
If he's a okay guy, if he's decent enough, I think scenario number 1.
Okay, so what if he's walking trash?
Well, if he's really like a
Player.
prick,
Yeah,
or player, I think from the beginning he wanted to approach Jenny's friend. So,
He kind of uses Jenny as an excuse.
yeah, and Jenny's excuse, and he want to use kind of like, almost like he wants to see how she would react when he tells her, like, oh, I'm interested in Jenny. But if she's interested in too, like, you know, or if she's not interested, like, the reaction would be different, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, so I think he kind of used Jenny, if he was a player.
Poor Jenny!
I know.
Either way, Jenny,
Yeah.
it is over for you.
I think it's definitely good thing that it's over.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously, in the first scenario, he's not a good guy anyways, because he changed his mind like that. So, you can't really trust a guy who just like go back and forth.
Goes back and forth.
Yeah.
Coming from a guy.
Yeah.
Wow. See, mostly us girls were just like, yeah, we shouldn't do it. Guys should never change their mind like this. But he's talking about the guy race themselves right now.
yeah.
So we're getting a guy's opinion here, which I think is something that we've always needed
Yeah.
for quite a long time. So, yeah, Jenny, either way, I do agree with Soo Yoon here.
Yeah.
I think it's perfectly put. It's either scenario 1 or scenario 2. Whether he really, really liked you, but because of the constant communication with your friend, he grew to like her a little bit more because he found out there's other cool things about her that he feels that, you know, is a lot more in common. Or number 2, he used you to get to her, which is not uncommon, especially when it comes to a guy asking a friend to tell you anyways. I think is either way not going to work out.
Yeah. So but I hope that you know that like it's not every guy. It's just him. I hope you don't get too disappointed in guys.
Yeah, it's only him.
Yeah, it's only him.
It's only him. Not all guys are pricks.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Well, at least you would never do this.
I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't ask a friend, like a girl's friend, to like get.
Yeah,
a
no, I would tell directly for sure.
See, guys, if they have a friend do it for you, they're either a wuss or they're not. Yeah, they're a player. So either or.
Yeah.
Wow, we're learning so much out of the first week having a man in the studio. Okay, so don't forget that Soo Yoon does continue to join us for the next couple of weeks here on Ugly Truth. And if you have any questions or messages for him personally, you guys can also send those to us as well.
Please.
So our first story for today was Shannon from the USA. Her friend is going through a really depressing time in her life right now for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And she was asking us, should she, A, stay her friend and stay next to her and constantly bother her to keep her up, her spirits up, or B, just kind of leave her be. And Soo Yoon says personally he's had both scenarios where Moon kind of just like leave him be, and where James is just like he was always there to give him something encouraging. Well, it looks like James won. Our listeners around the world agree with James a lot more. Now, we got so much great advice that I don't even know who to start choosing for. But I chose one of our listeners today because they're actually the opposite. So they're very more like Moon when it comes to friendship or situations. And they normally would have gone with B, but in this situation, they wanted to go with A. So Brenda, you're going to be getting Soo Yoon's
my passport pictures.
picture Polaroid. And that is going to be sent to you. This is what she said. You can help, but there's only so much you can do, so good luck. P.S. I'm more like Moon most of the time, though. So Brenda pretty much is just saying that she's more of, you know, the type of person where just leave them be, let them handle their own stuff.
Add on to that, just leave and be, but still be just there for them, like just next to them, or like, you know, just be there for them.
Yeah, just let them know that you're there.
Yeah.
So instead of just going MIA on them, let them know that you're there, but you kind of let them be.
Yeah.
So continue to send in your answers to our daily quiz. Also, our Hello K-pop inbox is going to be posted soon as well. Unfortunately, it's already time for us to say goodbye. We'll see you next week.